Hello, everyone. Welcome to the How to Better English podcast, your one stop shop for speaking English boldly and confidently. I'm your host, and I'm so excited to be here with my co host for English Speaking and Listening Challenge.
Hey, listeners, what's up? I'm thrilled to be back. This challenge is helping so many of you level up your English, and today's topic is all about breaking through barriers.
Oh, it's a big one. But before we jump in, let's give a huge shout out to our amazing listeners. If you're loving this challenge, please hit that subscribe button on our YouTube channel, the How to Better English podcast.
Absolutely. And give this episode a thumbs up and share it with your friends or anyone learning English. It helps us reach more people like you.
So, I was at a store this week and I saw someone looking nervous, trying to ask for help in English. It reminded me how hard that can be, and it's why I'm so excited for today's topic.
Oh, I've seen that too. I was at a school event recently, and a new student was too shy to ask a question. It's tough, but it's so rewarding when you find the courage. That's what we're talking about today, right?
Exactly. Today's episode is Ask for Help in English Without Fear, 5 bold phrases. We're sharing 5 simple phrases to help you ask for help confidently, whether you're in a store, at school, or anywhere else.
I love that. Asking for help can feel so scary, especially in a new language. I remember being terrified to ask questions when I was learning French. My brain would just freeze.
Oh, I know that feeling. When I was learning English, I'd avoid asking for help because I was so shy. But today, we're giving you 5 bold phrases to make it easy, plus tips to overcome that shyness.
Awesome. And I'm guessing we'll do some role plays to show how these phrases work, like in a store or school setting.
You got it. We'll make it super clear with examples, and we'll share stories about our own struggles with shyness to show you're not alone. Ready to dive in?
So ready. What's the first phrase to ask for help without fear?
All right, let's get started. Phrase number 1.
Can you help me, please?
This is a simple, polite way to ask for help anywhere, at a store, school, or even a library. It's short and shows confidence.
I love how straightforward that is. Why does this phrase work so well?
It's polite and direct, so people respond positively. The word please makes it friendly. And can you help is easy to say. For example, in a store, you might say, Can you help me, please? I'm looking for shoes.
That's so natural. When I was learning Spanish, I'd say, ¿Me puedes ayudar? And it always worked. Let's do a role play. You're in a store, and I'm the clerk.
Okay. Nervous at first, then confident. Can you help me, please? I'm looking for a jacket.
Sure. Jackets are over there. What kind do you want?
That was so easy. Listeners, try this. Say, Can you help me, please? Just stress help and please. Pause and practice now.
And a tip. Smile when you say it. It makes you seem friendly and confident, even if you're nervous. Start with this phrase in a low pressure place, like a cafe.
Great point. I remember using this in a bookstore. I was so shy, but I said, Can you help me, please? And the clerk was so kind. It gave me a confidence boost. That's phrase number 1.
Can you help me, please?
What's phrase number 2?
Phrase number 2.
I don't understand. Can you explain that?
This is perfect for school or work when something isn't clear, like a teacher's instructions or a menu item.
Oh, that's a lifesaver. Why is this phrase so bold?
It shows honesty and confidence to admit you don't understand. Instead of staying quiet, you're taking control by asking for clarity. It's like saying, I want to learn.
Ha! ha.
So true. I used this in an English class once. The teacher was talking fast, and I said, I don't understand. Can you explain that?
She slowed down and I learned so much. Let's do a role play. We're in a classroom and I'm the student, as teacher.
Okay, everyone, write a summary of the article.
Confident.
I don't understand. Can you explain that?
Sure. It means write a short paragraph about the article's main points.
That was perfect. Listeners, try this. Say,
I don't understand. Can you explain that?
stress understand and explain. Pause and practice now.
And a tip. Say it slowly and clearly. It shows you're serious about learning. Use it when a teacher or coworker says something confusing.
Love that. That's phrase number 2. I don't understand. Can you explain that? What's phrase number 3?
Phrase number 3. Could you repeat that, please? This is great when you miss something, like directions in a store or a question at school. It's polite and keeps the conversation going.
I love how polite that sounds. Why does this help overcome shyness?
It's a gentle way to ask for help without feeling embarrassed. People are happy to repeat if you say please. For example, in a store, if you miss what the clerk said, just say, "Could you repeat that, please?"
So true. I use this at a cafe when I didn't hear the barista's question. It saved me from guessing. Let's do a role play. We're in a store and you're the clerk. Confused. Sorry, what did you say?
I said, "Do you want a bag for this?"
Oh, could you repeat that, please?
"Sure. Do you want a bag for this?"
That was so smooth. Listeners, try this. Say,
Can you repeat that, please?
stress repeat and please. Pause and practice now.
And a tip, nod or smile when you say it to seem friendly. It's okay to ask twice. It shows you care about understanding.
Perfect. I remember a funny moment when I was learning English. I was at a store and the clerk said something so fast. I froze. But then I said,
Could you repeat that, please?
and he laughed and said it slower. It was such a relief. That's phrase number 3. Could you repeat that, please? What's phrase number 4?
Phrase number 4,
Can you show me where it is?
This is ideal for stores or places where you need to find something, like a product or a classroom.
oh, that's so practical. Why does this phrase feel bold?
It's direct and shows you're not afraid to ask for specific help. Instead of wandering around lost, you're taking charge. For example, in a supermarket, you might say, "Can you show me where the bread is?"
I used this in a library once. I said, "Can you show me where the English books are?" And the librarian was so helpful. Let's do a role play. We're in a store and I'm the clerk. Welcome. Anything I can help you with? Confident.
Yeah. Can you show me where the bread is?
Sure, it's in aisle 5. Follow me.
That was great. Listeners, try this. Say,
Can you show me where it is?
stress show and is. Pause and practice now.
And a tip, point or gesture to show what you're looking for. It makes your request clearer and boosts confidence.
Love that. That's phrase number 4. Can you show me where it is? What's phrase number 5?
Phrase number 5, I need some help with this, please. This is versatile for any situation, school, stores, or even asking a friend. It's clear and confident.
I love how bold that sounds. Why does it work?
It's direct and polite, so people want to help. The word need shows urgency without being rude. For example, at school, you might say, "I need some help with this homework, please."
So true. I used this with a coworker when I was stuck on a project. It worked like magic. Let's do a role play. We're at school and you're a classmate. Nervous at first. I'm stuck on this math problem. I need some help with this, please.
No problem. Let's look at it together. What's the question?
That felt so confident. Listeners, try this. Say,
I need some help with this, please.
stress need and help. Pause and practice now.
And a tip, stand tall or make eye contact when you say it. It shows you're confident, even if you feel shy inside.
Perfect. Oh, let me share a quick story to keep you hooked. When I was learning English, I was too shy to ask for help in a store. I wandered around for 20 minutes looking for milk. Finally, I said,
Can you show me where the milk is?
and the clerk laughed and said, "It's right behind you." I was embarrassed, but learned it's okay to ask.
Haha, that's so relatable. I love how a simple phrase turned that around. Okay, let's recap our 5 bold phrases.
Here we go. Phrase 1, can you help me, please?
Simple and polite.
Phrase 2, I don't understand. Can you explain that? Honest and clear. Phrase 3, could you repeat that, please? Gentle and effective. Phrase 4, can you show me where it is?
Direct and practical.
Phrase 5, I need some help with this, please. Phrase versatile and confident.
That's such a clear list. These phrases solve the problem of feeling too shy to ask for help, and they work in stores, schools, or even with friends.
Absolutely. Let's do a final role play to tie it all together. We're in a store and you use all 5 phrases.
Confident, using fillers. Uh, Excuse me, can you help me, please? I don't understand this label. Could you repeat that, please?
Sure, it says low fat milk. Want me to show you where it is?
Yeah. Can you show me where it is? I need some help with this, please.
No problem. It's in aisle 3. Follow me.
That was awesome. Listeners, try this. Say, "Can you help me, please? I don't understand," with a smile. Pause and practice now.
And a bonus tip. Practice these phrases in a mirror or with a friend. Apps like Speak Now can help you practice asking for help with native speakers.
Great idea. Let me share a story. When I was learning English, I was too shy to ask for help in a library. I spent ages looking for a book. Finally, I said, I need some help with this, please, and the librarian was so kind. We even chatted about books.
That's so inspiring. I had a moment like that at school. I was scared to ask my teacher a question, but I said,
Can you explain that?
and she was so patient. It made me feel so confident. Listeners, think about a time you were too shy to ask for help. Which phrase could you use next time? Pause and think.
Love that. And we want to hear from you. Our question of the day: be bold and comment below with your favorite phrase to ask for help. For example, I'll use "Can you help me please" in a store. We'll read your comments and cheer you on.
Yes, it's a great way to practice and connect with us. These phrases aren't just about asking for help, they're about building confidence and making life easier in English.
So true. I used "Could you repeat that please" in a meeting once, and it saved me from confusion. Everyone was so helpful.
Amazing. Listeners, these phrases work. Try one this week, like, Can you help me please? And watch how people respond positively.
Okay. Any final tips before we wrap up?
Just one. Start small. Try one phrase today, like, I don't understand in a low pressure situation. Add another tomorrow and always smile. It makes you sound warm and confident.
Perfect advice. And remember, you're learning English, so you're already brave. Keep asking, keep growing.
Absolutely. Well, our time's almost up, but we have a big favor to ask our incredible listeners.
Yes, if you loved this episode, please subscribe to the How to Better English podcast on YouTube. Give us a thumbs up and share this with anyone learning English.
It helps us grow and reach more learners like you. And don't forget our question of the day. Comment below with your favorite phrase to ask for help. We can't wait to read them.
Oh, and before you go, check out our other videos on the How to Better English podcast channel. Every episode has something new to learn, from conversation starters to pronunciation tips. You'll find tons of ways to boost your English.
Definitely. Keep exploring our channel for more lessons. Thank you all for listening today. This was so much fun.
It was a blast. Thanks for being an awesome co host. Stay confident, everyone, and keep asking.
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye for now.